Good morning. Thank you for stopping by Healing Conversations with Z. I'm Zuri BB. And Universal Royalty asked me to do a deep inner child reading. Um, and so I'm going to do one. Now, this reading, I'm going to do it asking inner child questions for her, but anyone else who comes to this channel may also be dealing with whatever issues come up in this reading. So don't think just because I'm calling her name out that it's just solely for her. It's for whoever comes and that may be dealing with these issues that we're going to discuss. I'm going to do some things a little differently. It was kind of weird this morning. I woke up and the birds were arguing. It was a lot of chatter. It was very loud, very chaotic. And as soon as I got up, watered my plants, drank a little tea, then it stopped. So that may have something to do with this reading. But before we even get started, I want to ask for protection because there was some other things going on. I was getting my tea and a voice came in my head and said, "We're gonna do it this way." And I'm like, "What? No, we're not gonna do it that way." So I don't know if it's somebody trying to intervene in the reading, in my energy, but we're asking for protection. So, dear Heavenly Spirit, I'm asking you to burn off any negative energies from all around me, from the top of my head, sole of my feet, left, right, front, back. Burn it all off. Burn it off and send it back from whence it has come. I want you instead to protect me with the white light of protection, top of my head, soles of my feet, left, right, front, back, everywhere in between, and extend it 20 feet. And because I know that my body is the vehicle for my soul, I want an extra covering of white light, top of my head, soles of my feet, left, right, front, back, everywhere, and extend it again 20 more feet. Um, the people, entities, energies that are allowed in there with me are my collective, um, their ancestors and spirit teams, my ancestors and spirit teams, spirit guides, ascended masters, Archangel Michael, you, of course. I'm inviting every positive energy into this room. Whoever comes to this reading, whether it be later today, tomorrow, next year, 100 years, whatever, they are protected in this space. I'm asking that this inner child message be clear and concise, that the message on how they can combat this energy and heal themselves be clear, that they have the tools that they need. We know only they can do this healing, Lord Divine. I'm not the person. I can only give the message. They have to do the work. I can't do the work for them. I want to repeat that again. Whoever comes to this channel, only you can heal yourself. I'm only a messenger giving you the information on how you could do it, but you have to do it. I can't do it, but I can give you the information to show you how you can do it. I'm asking for whoever comes into this room that they be made whole by this information, that it helps them on their healing journey, that it helps them as a twin flame, because Divine, I am a twin flame, that they can heal their relationship with their divine counterpart. Divine, we know that divine feminines could be masculines or feminines. We both have masculine and feminine energies within our bodies, and we know that our bodysuit can be a female or a male. So there is no exclusion on who can receive this message as a divine feminine. I want to be clear on that. Just because a male may come to this channel doesn't mean he's not a divine feminine. Please receive that. It is so, it is so, it's done. Thank you, Spirit. Now I was holding stones before I started. This is black tourmaline. I don't remember the name of this one, but this is my most expensive stone, and it's my most powerful stone. If I remember, I have the card telling me what it is, but I'm holding it because I don't know, something about this reading is guiding me to do it. All right, let's get started. Before we even get started, we want to ask a question, Divine. What does the collective need to ask themselves? What do they need to ask themselves? Just like I said, only they can heal themselves. What do they need to do? I'm only taking one, and I'll take this one. What needs attention? So what in your inner child energy needs attention? On the bottom, what energizes me? But we're not dealing with the bottom energy. We're just dealing with the top energy. And something needs attention. Divine Holy Spirit, can I have 3 cards? 3 cards. Sleeping Beauty. Three of Crystals. 7 of Wands. Sleeping Beauty is transformation. Going within to transform a situation. So whatever that's needing attention in your inner child, you're going to find the answers in your sleep while you're transforming. Now I am going to go a little deeper in it. These 3 of Crystals are equivalent to the 3 of Pentacles, and they're jumping rope with a rainbow jump rope. So whatever you're doing, your chakra system's going to be getting clear and healed. You're going to be working with spirit. And if you do the transformation, you're going to be with your counterpart. But right now I see 7 of Wands. There's somebody that's not feeling right for some reason. Somebody was made to feel less than. Wands are actions. Somebody, when you normally in the traditional 7 of Wands, somebody's defending themselves. This child isn't even defending themselves. They've given up. And it's affected all their chakra. These are the chakra systems. This is your sacral. No, that's your base, sacral, solar plex, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. I think I got the other ones mixed up here, but this is throat. This is, yeah, third eye and crown. These, whatever happened, somebody did something, and your whole system is thrown off. Your whole chakra system is thrown off. But if you go within and have this and transform, you're going to be back in your childlike energy. You'll be able to play and be in that childlike energy. You're going to heal this, whatever it was, and you're going to work with spirit. And once you work with spirit and getting, really work through whatever it is you need to work through, then you'll be with your counterpart as well. So that's what needs attention. Now, I'm going to go a little deeper. Can I have one card, Spirit? Only one. Only want one. You're working on wisdom. You're working on gaining greater insight. And so that's probably why this reading is taking place right now. And that is a number 48. I'm going to read it. From the shadows into the light. So there, whatever was going on is coming into light. And you're going to be able to do that with this transformation. Through the shadows of the darkness, an owl flies through the night, deep into the forest, comforted by the knowing of his surroundings. Owl brings clarity, perception, wisdom, attunement, all-knowing, and protection. When this card appears, you need to go into the depth of the shadows to release all the energetic imprints that no longer serve you. This is why this inner child reading is happening. From the shadows into the light. Whatever is done in the dark comes to the light. So this is part of what's going on with that. Open your heart to receive and give with the purest of love and intention. Open your mind to knowledge and understanding you never thought possible. That's why this transformation is happening. And that's whatever it is this for you, that's what needs your attention. So the Merkaba within is our chariot awaiting. I didn't talk about these shapes. This is sacred geometry, but your Merkaba is your protective shield. I don't say that protective prayer for nothing. I'm not just spitting words. When that protection, actually, let me even break it down. Let me stop for a second. You know how they got these new cars where, you can look out the window, a car come by and it beeps, makes some kind of sound like too close. We have one of those in our body already. We already walk around with that. Now, whether or not it's activated is whether or not you become enlightened. But these companies, they make these cars how our bodies are. My divine masculine, I won't talk about what kind of vehicle he has, but the vehicle he has, you even look like you coming to it the wrong way. It's beeping because you're too close. It's not the alarm system. It's all those sensors that are around it. And we have the same protection. It's our intuition, our third eye, our chakra system. It's all of that. We have it. But a lot of us, people have done things to us so that we no longer, let me put this book down. They get us in this energy. They take something from us and we no longer activate these. They are just on autopilot. And when they're on autopilot, they don't operate correctly. And that's what people do to us. And it starts in your childhood. So somebody is going through a transformation. And you need to pay attention to it. Let me get back to reading this now. The Merkaba within is our chariot awaiting. When in its ultimate counter-rotating spin, it allows access to ancient wisdom to help us on our path of full awakening while keeping us on our life path. It reawakens our pineal gland, which is your third eye, and our light codes, which lay dormant within our DNA strands, which is in our chakra system. Wisdom holds a deep connection to the feminine divine. It accesses the ancient knowledge of Mother Earth and the information she has passed on to those who choose to listen and work with her energy. Like I said, everybody's not going to be on this same journey. Some people don't believe it. They don't want. I won't get into that. Never mind. The presence of ayahuasca, which is Quechua for vine of souls, enhances your ability to connect to this intelligence, as she is truly loving and caring as a mother is. Let me see what else. Owl, so your spirit guide, this medicine you're receiving is from the owl. Owl medicine helps work through our etheric layers, working as a vacuum by clearing and cleaning old debris and filling each space with light. Picture a light bulb turning on and shining light and clarity into these spaces. By shifting your energy, you will feel yourself connecting to source easier. So somebody is connecting to their power. And by doing so, when I read that, when it says a light will come on, that's when your third eye pops on, everything in your body lights up. Cause it's like a switch. It's like a switch. Once this third eye opens up, it goes up and your crown chakra opens, and then it kind of shines a light. Now that doesn't say that it's activated. It says that the light is there. You have to work through and heal things to get realigned, your chakras realigned. And part of that is through play, doing things you love. These kids are having the time of their life. They're jumping rope, and they jumping rope with the chakra systems. They are just activating and being themselves. And for some reason, in childhood, people take that childlike energy away from children, and it messes with their chakra system. All right. Spirit, what do the ancestors have to say about this? You saw that. Somebody is messing with these cards. You can't have dominion. All right. Your ancestors want you to gain this wisdom. I'm gonna read the card for that. Did I put them away? I normally don't read that deck. But it's a 36, which equals a 9. So you're ending a cycle, some type of cycle. And this is on the end. This is your future energy. This is future energy. So somebody is near it. 48 is a 12, breaks down to a 3. You're going to be working with spirit. But let's read it. 36. Trust your own wisdom before that of others. Like I said, I can only give you the messages. You have the answers within yourself to heal yourself. Whatever I say, if it doesn't align with you, turn the channel off. Go within and deal with your own. Your body will tell you yourself. And that could be what this child is doing, trying to go within and heal themselves. But we'll see. Let me read. Trusting the future. Ancestral wisdom is born of those who have passed before us and are open to sharing their knowledge. This transfer of knowledge can only be attained if you spend time in conversations with the ancestors. Stop and listen and benefit from the wisdom that is available to be shared with you. Your spirit guides are always around you. They're always there talking to you. And now that might be what you need to be paying attention to. It could be messages. Like I said, them birds was arguing. I don't know what they was fighting about. I didn't really focus on, well, I did, but I don't think it had anything to do with this reading yet. I haven't pulled out tarot. Aboriginal dreaming totem. This is a totem. Ancient knowledge comes to us in many different forms, gained from a single wisdom, thought, or feeling. However, to the contrary, none of this is by chance. The challenge is within ourselves to trust the messages that are shared with us and then act upon them accordingly. Can't make this shit up because I was not expecting to read this, but everything that has happened has been part of the reading. So apparently I can go back. Somebody was bossy because somebody was telling me you're going to do it this way. Somebody was taking the child out of their natural ability, telling them what to do, not allowing them to operate in their own free space. Arguing. When you live in chaos, because them birds were loud, when you operate in chaos, you can't think clearly. So that messed up their crown chakra. When you take away a child's ability to create, you take away their base and their sacral. When a child is tampered with, you mess with their sacral. When you beat a child down, you mess with their solar plexus. When you tell a child to shut up and don't talk all the time, when you're yelling at them, you're messing with their throat chakra so they can't speak clearly. When you I don't even want to say this, but when you beat on kids, you mess with their third eye because you knock it out of whack. When you don't allow a child to use their imagination, you mess with their crown chakra. They can't. Those messages don't just come out of thin air. They get those messages from their crown, from the divine. This message is for somebody. I wasn't intending on talking about all of that. Can't make. Oh wow. The wizard is on the bottom. This is the Hierophant. So the right thing is being done. This message is saying there's something that needs to happen is being done. It's a spiritual awakening, a spiritual realignment, some kind of spiritual lesson you're going to get back in alignment with. Now I'm going to pull 10 cards from this deck. No. This deck is bossy. I didn't ask a question yet. Spirit, can we have a little bit more information on this transformation? Well, let me back up. Can I have more information on what happened with this child's feeling defensive, this Seven of Wands energy? Can I have a message? Okay, I'm ready now. Can I have a message? Okay. All right. There's a messenger. Page of Wands. Has taken a while. Whoever asked for this reading, because this page of wine normally brings good news. And it's emotional. Let me back up. Let me look at the card. He's been in some water. So they're coming forward, but they didn't want to deal with the emotions. There was a, oh wow, that's deep. And they made sure that they didn't step in the water, but they're coming. So you're transforming that. You need to deal with your emotions. And they're coming forward that there is a page of Pentacles, I mean a Knight of Pentacles coming forward. So there's some kind of pentacle coming your way because of you doing this inner child work. They're coming. Now that's funny. Somebody's not don't want to step in their emotions, and somebody is driving. And where are they at? They're on solid ground, and it's a large pentacle, and they're both. This both is happening under the guise of the moon. Let's keep going. They were stuck. That's why it took them a while. They were stuck. Somebody is whoever this reading was for, you were stuck. Somebody had you stuck. But by you aligning your chakra systems, which you should be paying attention to, you're going to be able to not only, you're not going to be stuck, you're going to be able to look at this situation from a different viewpoint. And interesting. See how down there it's lighter? There's going to be some new things coming. You're going to be able to see things from a different perspective instead of just being stuck. And because you're doing that, the light will shine brighter. And whatever the issues were that kept you in this energy, the light will be shown on that. And it's two people in this energy. So normally, as a twin flame, whatever happens to you happens to your counterpart. So this information, whatever work you know that you're doing, emotional work, you need to do it. Your counterpart is doing it as well. And because you're going to do that, their wheel of fortune will turn in your favor. And somebody's shocked about it. They were like, they don't believe that it's going to happen. Yeah, because they were dealing with devil energy, heartbreak. That hand there, I told you somebody might have been getting hit. Hey, those are aliens. Some other stuff going on with that. This is not part of that reading. And there are fish there, so there, like I said, it was emotions. Somebody was in, this is Eight of Swords. Somebody felt like they were constantly being pushed, and they constantly felt like they were in prison and had to deal with those kind of things. I'm gonna put one more card on this. This is what that child had to deal with. So somebody is walking away from what no longer emotionally fulfills them. So you're clearing out whatever it is in your childhood. And this will allow you to see things from a different perspective. The Seven of Pentacles is when you stop and look at what you have. And it's interesting that I picked this deck because it's blood. Whatever you were dealing with cost a lot of blood. It was a lot of blood shed. And because you're stopping to do that, you're going to become your own emotionally self-fulfilled. This is the Nine of Cups. You're going to be in control of your emotions after not wanting to deal with your emotions. You want to come forward, but you didn't want to come forward emotionally. So you're going to have to deal with your emotions. Because, like I said, this child is sad. They're not looking at that. They were put in a crazy situation. And you're no longer, see how he's not looking at that? You're no longer looking at that energy that was constantly playing mind games and manipulating you. This Five of Swords is mind games, trying to one up. So somebody was around that type of energy where people were constantly trying to, wow. Ace of Swords is the truth. That's what somebody was dealing with in their childhood. This is childhood stuff. Didn't want to deal with their emotions. It took a while. You know, there was a pentacle coming, but they were stuck. But now the sun's coming, and it's going to turn the wheel in their favor. It's going to, whatever it is, you're going to allow you to walk away from what no longer serves you. You're going to be able to see all what had happened to you. And by doing all that work, you're going to become emotionally fulfilled yourself. And you will no longer look at the energies that were trying to one-up you and backstab. All kind of negative energy. And this is the truth. I was going to, well, let me do it. Because I promised I would go deep. This is going to help you when you do that childhood work, your inner child work. Now, if you do the work, hold on a second. If you do the work, sorry for the pause. Just want to get these cards out the way so I can pull out these other ones I have. The work that you need to do, what do you need to surrender so you can do this work? What is it you're surrendering? Surrender to your intuition. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. You need to get in tune with you, or as I've heard other people say, your star player, who is you. You are the star player. And on the bottom, you have to surrender to sleep. That's when that's going to help. Can't make this up. Okay, I'm glad I'm doing this, Spirit. I'm glad I'm listening. You have to deal with that. And by doing this, how is this going to help you now? By doing these things, I'm not taking all those. I only want one. I just need one, Spirit. The kiss. You and your divine masculine or divine counterpart. Everybody is, situation is different. Yep. You and your divine counterpart are going to connect sexually. It would be like magic. Once you heal your emotions, because that's what I should have kept that card out. Once you deal with your emotions, somebody ain't want, let me find that card. Somebody did not want to deal with their emotions. Where's that? Here it is. Page 1. They wanted to take action, but they didn't want to put their emotions in it. Whatever happened to you stopped that. Look, they're clearly they are using their wands to not step in that water. You have to deal with your emotions. Whatever happened as a child, it messed up your emotions. And I named several things that could have done that. Um, I'm not taking those. I didn't ask a question. Spirit, let me have a message from the trees. Here we go. Let's look that one up. I've never gotten that one. I'll show it to you in a minute. This energy, wisdom. You're going to gain some more wisdom. What kind of wisdom? Boundaries. You're going to be able to create boundaries. You're going to create healthy boundaries against the people you don't want to be bothered with or that's trying to manipulate you, because that's what the Five of Swords is. That one-upmanship, playing dirty, doing all kind of foolishness and fuckery stuff. That's them. Be aware of dissipating your energy by becoming caught up in ideas and situations that have nothing to do with you. Decide where your mental and emotional boundaries lie, particularly when dealing with other people. You need to set up boundaries, because there are people that are manipulating you. They are manipulating you. As a divine feminine, I'm going to pull these divine feminine cards out and tell you what you need to, with your counterpart. Look at that. I flew out. The more authentic you become, the more attention you will get. Be you. Deal with your emotions. Don't allow anybody to make you feel less than who you really are. Can't make this up. This is the journey to discover the real you. Can't make it up. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. We're going to stop right here. This went real deep. Very deep. I'm hoping that this message gave you what you needed. Gave you a starting point or a continuation on your healing that you have begun to partake in. Please leave a comment. Please like, subscribe, share. I'd appreciate it. Or even if you don't do that, just come back again. Like I said, if you come into the readings and you ask for a particular reading, I'll do it. I'll tune into the energies and go from there. Alrighty. I'm hoping you all are having a great 4th of July, because on this day, it is the 4th of July. It could not be at any other time, but right now in this space, it is. So I'm hoping you're having a great holiday. I hope you're relaxing. And until next time, peace. Thanks for stopping by.